Good morning everyone. Today we're going to be talking about my iPad mini because online I don't see a lot of people reviewing the iPad mini specifically for gaming. And so I just bought mine, and well, I play the following games at the moment. I play Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, as well as NIKKE. These are the main 5 games that I play on my iPad. So since I couldn't find any real benchmarks for these 5 games, at least of people that actually play the game, you know, I see people playing like Genshin and testing it, but they're like in Mondstadt in the beginner area and stuff like that. And since I play all 5 of these games ever since they released basically until now, I think I am able to provide a little bit of a better real life experience on how things work on the iPad mini in the terms of performance. But with that being said, let's jump over to the screen capture of my iPad. So as you can see here, I'm currently airplaying my iPad screen over to my main monitor over here, and thus you're able to see everything exactly as what I see on my iPad right now. So the very first game we're going to be starting off is going to be NIKKE, then we're going to do Zenless Zone Zero, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, and Genshin Impact in that order, since those are the games that I play. Now, as we can see, the battery life is currently 98% if you look at the top right corner. Nevertheless, we're going to open up NIKKE right away. First thing I need to do is lower the volume a little bit. It's a little bit loud. There will be timestamps for everything below, but we're literally just going to be doing the dailies because that's literally what I do on my iPad every single day anyway. And that's the main reason why I even bought the iPad to begin with. It's actually to do my dailies in case I'm out and about and outside traveling or whatever. But nevertheless, we're just going to be doing all of my normal stuff. Again, if you don't care about NIKKE and you want to see a different game, you can feel free to jump over there. I'm actually going to show you my graphic settings because I'm sure a lot of people are very curious about that. Let's pick this up. Maintenance just ended on NIKKE. If we look at our settings over here and we go to graphics, as you can see here on my graphic settings, everything is set on custom, you know, max frame rate 60. Character resolution maximum. Combat effect, I put it on balance. You can play it on max and it does perform pretty well. It's just the iPad itself gets pretty warm, and you know, I don't really want to push my system that hard since I do play multiple games like back to back to back. So I just keep it on balance. It doesn't really affect how it looks that much. As for effect quality, I have that on basic. Morph effect, physics, obviously we need to turn those on. And then fog level, you can crank this up to 6 if you want, but I keep it at 1 because I just need a little bit of fog. Like having it maxed out doesn't really do much other than stress the iPad even more and drain battery faster. And then texture quality, I have that on basic, and then model quality, I have that on high. Basically, the NIKKEs have to look fantastic, but you know, all the other robots and stuff that we're killing, the raptors, they don't matter. So for my friends who haven't played NIKKE on a mobile device, such as an iPad or iPhone or, you know, the Android device, they've added this new feature at the top. You can see where I'm clicking, you can turn this on and off now, which actually changes the orientation of your game when you actually get into combat. You can see right here, it turns landscape. It does say unregistered over there because I'm using the free version of this AirPlay thing. But there you go. You can see in landscape, we can see all of our NIKKEs. We can see the entirety of the battlefield very, very easily, which is very, very nice. But to be honest with you guys, most of you guys probably play this game without actually interacting with anything, and you probably just let the autoplay do most of the work. Especially if you play on a mobile device, it's just easier that way. But nevertheless, you are given the option here in case you do want to, you know, play manually. Now, I don't know if my Tetra team is strong enough to pass this. We're gonna see. We already have 1 dead unit, unfortunately. Here's Anise. Hopefully Anise will be able to carry us with her water shotgun. We haven't even summoned the boss yet. But nevertheless, while we're waiting, let's take a sip of water.
I've got to protect my...
We have 30 seconds left to kill the boss. I don't know if we'll make it. Maybe if we get a burst again. We have 22 seconds. Come on, we need this burst. We need this burst. Okay, burst. Alright, Anise, do something awesome. Well, she's got a shotgun shooting at that far range. We're probably not going to be able to pass this. Oh, I should have just manually aimed at the boss down there, and we would have cleared, actually. But as you can see, once you go back to the main menu, it automatically goes back to portrait mode, which is really nice. Because navigating this menu in landscape mode is pretty annoying. Next up is the interception. Again, we're just going to do the lightning one because I have an iron team. Here we go. This we do need to play manually a little bit because, well, this one requires a little bit of attention. Okay, let's turn to our small white.
Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Down with those who threaten the kingdom. How do I look? Sexy, perhaps?
Hell yeah. Let's go, Red Hood.
Please guide us all to the light.
Alright, here's the manual aim part. Back to auto. Gonna need to take cover soon.
Everything down with I'll take it from here.
Yeah, let's go, small white.
Time to think.
Poison.
The Garden of Shangri-La. No pain or despair. Down with those who would time to finish. Everything down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Everything down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
As you can see, performance is pretty good. No frame drops, no nothing. It's pretty solid 60 FPS.
Everything down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Alright, we got to stage 4, and this is usually when I fail. I'm unable to get to stage 5. I don't have enough damage, I guess. Probably need to upgrade my NIKKEs further. They're level 380 right now. I think we probably need to get to like 400 or so. Boom. Here comes the poison. And then they're gonna die from the poison. If they don't die from the poison, it's like the next attack that kills them. Yeah, this. Little poison blobs.
Let's finish this quickly.
And we die here. We'll breathe.
We will also emerge victorious.
You can see over here that my Red Hood is the hard carry with 530 million damage. This part's pretty easy. Just regular simulation room. No modifiers, no overclocking. Just easy mode. My Scarlet's super OP because I hyper invested into her.
Behold my ultimate blade.
Here we go. Shing! Dead. God, my Scarlet's so busted.
I shall grant you
How much was
victory,
that?
Grace.
Yeah, Scarlet, everything, 21 million. Alright, we are now in Zenless Zone 0. Let me just show you my graphic settings. So we head over here, go to options. Graphics is on custom, rendering is on medium, anti-aliasing TAA. I turned down the shadows and the FX quality. By default, I believe they were on high. but I just turned them down because there was a little bit of lag when you're fighting, especially when you use your big ultimate moves. And then my character quality environment is still on high. I did turn off volumetric fog as well as bloom because I didn't really like those, but you can leave them on. It doesn't affect the game that much on the iPad. But nevertheless, these are my graphic settings. All right, once all that is done, we are going to be fast traveling to the HIA because I'm just saving up all of my materials for Miyabi. If you look at my summons over here, you can see I have 212 summons as well as 3,000 of whatever that currency is, the premium currency that you get for just playing the game. And yeah, so we're just saving up everything for Miyabi. So what we need a lot of right now is going to be just Denny's in general. We need our agent promotion material since we know that she is anomaly damage, so we need more of these. And then her skills. I don't really know about her skills though, because like her thing looks like it's ice, but I'm not entirely sure. Is she actually ice damage? Or like what does she need? I don't really know. But nevertheless, I'm just gonna blast through these. Ow. But as you can see, like the game is fine. There's no crazy lag or anything. Oh, okay, that was some crazy lag there for some reason. So occasionally there is some lag. Oh wow, okay, there was more lag there for some reason. I don't really know why we're getting some frame drops here for some reason. But normally when I play, there's no real frame drops. But we can see there are definitely some frame drops when we're doing some moves.
Your command. Go the extra mile. Kick into gear.
And bang. And there we go. Yeah, kind of weird that there was some frame drops there. Usually I don't drop frames. It might be the airplay. I'm not entirely sure why, but that you know, you guys clearly saw it did drop frames. It was a little bit laggy, but for the majority of the time it's fine. We're gonna do another run, you know.
Target confirmed. Good.
Oops, too far.
This gotta do it. Why don't you have a taste like that? Moving on. Coming through. You don't have what it takes. Target confirmed. Fracture. On the road.
And they should die from this. Boom. There we go. And we have one more run, I believe. I think I had like 300 and something stamina. So like, again, if you do find it a little bit laggy, or if this is like unacceptable performance to you, you could always turn down a couple things. Like let me just go to my options over here. If we pause here and if we go to options, graphics, like you could always turn down some other stuff. Even though these are low, you can turn on your anti-aliasing, disable that if you want. You can turn down the rendering. You can turn down the color strength. I don't actually know what the color strength does, to be honest with you guys. Environmental quality, you can turn that down to low. Let's see what it looks. Honestly, it doesn't look any different to me. Kind of looks the same. There was a little bit of lag at the very beginning. It looks brighter? It sort of looks brighter to me. But yeah, there still seems to be some frame drops going on. Yeah, definitely here. You can see there's a lot of frame drops there. Or just like lag in general.
Target confirmed.
Okay.
At your command.
Yeah, I don't think that actually helped at all. By turning down the environmental details and stuff to low, I don't think it actually made a difference. Might be with the recent update, but that was weird. There's some frame drops over there. And then again, it could also be just the AirPlay. But normally when I just play on the iPad without any video capture software, it's not that bad. Today was especially bad because, you know, it happened like 2-3 times where it was like, whoa, you know, we dropped to like 30 frames or something, or at least it felt like 30 frames. But nevertheless, that is it for our for Zenless Zone. So as you can see, super easy. My dailies are done here. Now we move on to the next game. Now usually I don't actually force close the programs. I just tab out and I just go to my next game over here, which is of course Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves was actually really bad at the beginning when it was the Shorekeeper banner. When it was the Shorekeeper banner, performance was very bad. However, ever since the Camilla update came out, it looked a lot better. All right, there we go. There seemed to be just some problems with the screen capture software or something, or the AirPlay software. But nevertheless, after a couple restarts, we did manage to get the recording software back online. As you can see, we are currently in Wuthering Waves. Let me just show you the graphic settings, as this is the thing that most people probably care about. As you can see, we are on custom, resolution on high, metal FX off, frame rate at 60, special effect quality on high, shadow on ultra high, LOD bias on low, anti-aliasing on, bloom off, crowd density on low, and then everything else over here is on. So that's all that stuff. And you can see that it says current setup load is on smooth. So what happened before when we were on the Shorekeeper update was everything was on 30 frames. If you try to push it to 60 frames, like it would just go to overloaded. So the little bar on the top right would be all the way maxed out and would be red, and it would overheat after playing for like 5 to 10 minutes. But ever since the Camilla update, so as we can see here, Camilla is currently in the featured banner, things have looked a lot better. The game is loading, or the game works perfectly fine on everything. So with that being said, of course, it is time to do our dailies. Let's head over here. Something that is pretty noticeable, especially if you're coming from PC, is like, you know, the resolution and stuff isn't the sharpest. Like on PC, I play on 1440p, but when it comes here, you know, things do look a little bit lower quality. Alrighty, now with that done, I think this one's just talk to the graves, I think. Or just go to the gravestone. Seems like I always get this daily, but I ain't complaining. It's not a lot of work. Literally just go here, easy clap. Okay, lay flowers. And head back to the old man. Oh right, I forgot there's a skip feature here. Anyway, with the dailies out of the way, the next thing we can do is simulation. Now let's do an overlord thing. Let's go kill this monkey. I need to kill more of these to help my Tai Chi girl, whatever her name is. Jingyuan? Is her name even Jingyuan? Don't remember what her name is. But I want to gear her up.
Incoming, beware. Embrace the oneness.
So you can see that when they ult, sometimes there's a little bit of lag or a little bit of frame drops. Oh great, I got grabbed.
Evils be gone.
Yeah, you can see there's a little bit of frame drops here after what's her face? Shorekeeper does her move and there's that giant circle around. Alright, whatever. It's time to kill this guy. Alright, Changli.
Be reduced.
See, there's a little bit lag there as well. Especially with Changli's animation. Whenever she does her ultimate, I always get frame drops there for some reason. But then again, it's not that big of a deal. At least for me, it's not. And there we go. I could kill that guy a lot faster if I just didn't mess around with the other characters and I just used Changli. My Changli is very built. Anyway, that is done. Boom, boom, boom. And then we need to do simulation. Another thing I like about Wuthering Waves now is you can now use like double the amount of energy per run, which is super, super nice. Oh, I have my ults. But you can see here that there is definitely some frame drops. Oh, well, Changli killed everyone. Alright, that's cool. But there we go. You can use double the amount. You can restart one more time. Do that again. And then we're done with our dailies. Super, super simple.
Surrender your stuff.
See, there's lag again. You guys clearly saw that lag. Unfortunately, that just seems to always happen when Changli ults for some reason. And there we go. Alright, we are out of energy. We have finished our dailies on Wuwa. I do need to progress through the story. I have not finished the story ever since Camilla came out. But there you go. Dailies complete. We're Union level 63. Really nice. Moving on to the next game, which is Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail's pretty relaxed. I mean, it's basically a turn-based game, so yeah, it can't really go wrong with it. This is really fun on an iPad, though. Being able to play Honkai Star Rail on an iPad makes it very convenient. Like if I'm just eating dinner or something and I'm just outside and I just want to blast through my dailies, it's very, very easy to do so. You just kind of put on auto battle and let it do its thing. We're literally going to do that right now. So if you don't care about Honkai Star Rail, you can just skip it. But again, we're going to show you the graphic settings because that's what most of you guys are here for. I'm going to open up my phone here, go here. It's on custom settings, resolutions on high, 60 FPS. I turned off shadow, turned off reflection. I kept character detail on high, environmental detail on medium, special effects on low, combat special effects resolution on high, bloom off anti-aliasing on TAA, and light quality on very low. So those are my graphic settings. And with that being said, let's do our dailies. We logged into the game, dispatch, wabam, done. Let's dispatch more because there's currently that new event. Well, I mean, it's not new. It's like a rerun of the old event when that cowboy guy came out. I forgot what his name. Mother Fudger, whatever guy. He's pretty cool. Anyway, with that done, now we just need to burn 120 Trailblazer power. And this is literally what I do. I just put it in here. I click on auto. And I just let it do its thing. Literally, that's it. It's super, super easy. And yeah, with this team, it's kind of busted. Because this is not my normal team. I usually don't have the healer girl, the perfume healer girl, whoever her name is. I usually have like Silver Wolf or Pella instead. But the problem in playing like full auto is after you finish one farming session, I usually just click next. And Pella or Silver Wolf usually dies because they have so little HP and Fushen takes all the aggro. And these enemies hit like AoE, so they always hit whoever's in slot 2, and they always end up killing it. Which is why I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to put a healer there so that she can just keep healing everyone, and we'll be able to farm much more efficiently.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Well, as you can see here, easy peasy. Now, this is not the most efficient, but it's the most easiest for me, because you just leave it on full auto, it does its thing, and everything just dies. Literally, it's just wait until Akron gets her ult, and then she destroys everything. And wha-bam. And once this is done, I literally just tap one more time, or whatever, and I just keep tapping that until I'm out of Trailblazer power. So, yeah, we can just enjoy the autoplay here, but as you can see, performance issues, none at all. It works perfectly fine.
Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you
Be of your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Yeah.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Alright, we just gotta do this like 6 more times or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just farming for artifacts for my quantum teams. Mainly for Silver Wolf, my Zila. I still use Zila. I like her a lot. But my main carries are, of course, Acheron and Firefly, just like everyone else. But I do want to build up my Silver Wolf. I want her to be strong, like provide utility, be fast, have perfect gear so that she can do damage as well. But yeah, it's just requires a lot of Trailblazer power to keep farming all of this stuff though. But I am pretty excited for the Herda when she comes out. I think I'm gonna pull for her. I don't remember what element she was though. Was she ice? I don't quite remember. But nevertheless, when Herda does come out, we're definitely gonna be pulling for her because Kuru, right? I really hope she does spin though. I really hope that she does have like some troll type of Kuru type of voice lines.
I weep for the departed.
But yeah, as we can see here, the moment Acheron gets her ult, it's like, okay, first wave clear, you know? And second wave is just like, okay, we just gotta wait until Acheron's ult is up again, and then it's easy mode. And the nice thing is about the, whatever the chef's name is, you know, he pretty much batteries her ult super quick. Like, we're already at, what, 4 petals, 5 petals now? Yep, 1 more petal and we can ult. Oh, there is a bit of lag there, you guys just saw. So, you know, it's not flawless. There is lag here and there, especially if you're binging like what I'm doing right now. We're like 50 minutes into the recording, so the game's been running, or the iPad's literally been running for 50 minutes straight playing games. So, you know, let's see if it's heated up. It is pretty warm. Yeah, it is pretty warm. Like this area right here is a little bit warm. Yeah. I think the chipset's like here-ish or something, because it's very hot here. Yeah, right here is very hot. So, you know, it's definitely warmed up a bit, which is usually when performance starts going down as it like underclocks everything in order to make sure that doesn't overheat. But this is totally playable, honestly. This is perfectly fine. And since it's turn-based, you can even turn this down to 30 FPS if you really wanted to. And then there's definitely no lag at all at 30 FPS. But I'm spoiled. I like to look at 60 FPS. And so, yeah, there you go. All right, we can do one more run over here. And then we're going to be moving on to the last game, which is Genshin Impact. So Genshin Impact is a little bit more demanding. So we're going to see how that affects it. You know, having an iPad running for the past 51 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how Genshin Impact's going to go. Wuthering Waves was actually okay. There was a little bit of lag, but it wasn't that bad. And I think Genshin Impact is more optimized than Wuthering Waves. So, yeah, we'll have to see. I'm just surprised about Zenless Zone 0 earlier. I'm trying to think why that happened. I'm thinking, could it be just like a software update or something that they messed up? Because before, there wasn't that much lag, or I didn't notice anything. And then, of course, NIKKE, was just unfortunate that servers just straight up died and we couldn't play anymore. But whatever, it's fine.
Why not have a meal before?
And here we go. Akron here to clean up the mess. Wabam. Completed. Alright, there we go. And that's literally my dailies. So as we can see here, complete, complete, dailies complete. We burnt all our resin or energy or whatever. And is there any rewards? Any login reward stuff here? No, there isn't. So we're done there. So moving on to the last game, and that is, of course, Genshin Impact. Now, you'll notice it does say game mode on whenever I load up a game. I don't actually know what game mode is. I'm guessing it, like, closes other apps or something so that you can just focus on the game itself. But nevertheless, let us load up Genshin Impact. The graphic settings on Genshin Impact are actually pretty high. I don't really know why it autos there, but I just kind of left it. All right, here we are in Genshin Impact. Let me show you my graphic settings over here. So the graphic settings is on custom, resolutions on high, shadow effect on high, visual effects on highest, SFX quality on high, environmental detail highest, FPS 60, motion blur off, bloom on. I could turn this off, but whatever, it looks pretty. Anti-aliasing on TAA, crowd density on high. I should probably turn this on low, but it doesn't affect this that much, you know, on the current performance load. Maybe a little bit, but whatever. Sure, we'll turn on low. We'll turn off the co-op thing, but honestly, it doesn't matter because I don't play with anyone in Genshin Impact. I just kind of mind my own business and stay in my own world, so it doesn't matter. We do have mail, so that's pretty nice. I don't know whose birthday that was, but whatever, I don't care. Now, with that being said, let us head over and do our dailies. I do all of my dailies in Fontaine, because, surprise, surprise, I haven't actually unlocked Natlin yet, because I'm just too lazy. Like, I know Natlin's been out for a while. I'm just waiting for the Archon to come out, the Fire Archon. And then once she's available, then I will go to Natlin and start playing. But until then, I'm too lazy and I don't care. Wait, is this not the daily? Oh, the daily somewhere else. Oh, it's underground. Oops. I thought it was the make the coffee daily. I went over there automatically through autopilot. This one is find the trash daily, I think. But yeah, as you can see, the game is very well optimized for iPad and iOS and whatever. It literally looks and runs pretty much like my PC, which is very surprising, you know, considering that this is like a tiny little tablet. Everything's really pretty. It's all on the highest settings. And yeah, it runs really, really well. The only thing that's missing here is it needs a skip button, just like in Wuthering Waves. Like, I don't care about what these little kids are saying. Like, please, just let me collect the little trash thing so that I get my 10 or whatever Primo Gems. I never collect this one. It's this one, I think. There it is. Yeah, I found one. Wow, we can use that. There you go. Blah, 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 blah. All right, give me the thing already. Like, yeah, it doesn't, there's no skip. Or just skip button. I don't care about the dialogue. All right, boom, done. All right, next commission. Head over here. I am very old school in Genshin, though. I'm still using, like, you know, my whatchamacallit, Ganyu does everything basically. Shield here, Shenhe. Put your jellyfish. Ganyu, aim. Boom. Ganyu, aim. Boom. Done. Oh wait, you're not dead yet? What the hell? Where'd he go? There you are, boom. There we go. Alright. I thought he died. Usually my Ganyu kills everything in one shot. Alright, let's glide over here. Boom, boom, boom. Alright. I can cheese this part because I'm freaking Ganyu. I can just break the things and then just run away. Oh, never mind.
Nothing to fear.
Of course, the one time I'm recording, I mess up. Alright, we're done. Bye. Here. But yeah, even though the iPad's been literally running games back to back to back, Genshin Impact runs surprisingly well. I don't think there's any issues, any lag, no nothing, you know?
We're way behind schedule.
So, whatever Hoyoverse has done, they've optimized this game really well. Alright, as usual, Zhongli, use your shield, so I don't need to care about anything.
Take your true
Do
form.
that, Kokomi, put your jellyfish. Ganyu, kill them all. Boom. 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 The nice thing about playing with Ganyu is you don't even need to aim properly. That's why I can use a bow with a mobile device. Usually I'm used to using mouse and keyboard. Oh, this one. Oh, this is the airship. This one's annoying, man. It's like, oh, shoot the little balloons. But yeah, you can see the game looks beautiful. Look at my beautiful Ganyu. My beautiful Shenhe. Hell yeah. Oh, crap, the balloons. Boom. Oh. Look at, oh my god, look at me miss. Alright, good, we're done. Alright. Expedition rewards.
Thank you for
Boom. Alright, dailies complete. Let's send everyone to their expeditions. Claim all. Batch again. And then we could always burn our resin. I usually don't care that much about it, but sure, for the sake of the video, let's do it anyway. So I still need to gear up my Hu Tao. So we have to do the disgusting dungeon over here. Yeah, you guys remember this? Farming this garbage for your not lava walkers, whatever the hell the other set is called.
I will have order.
I will have order. Please put down your jellyfish.
do your master's bidding. This is long overdue. No touching.
But yeah, you can see there's a lot of crap going on, but the game is fine. So again, I don't know what shenanigans
Solidify.
Genshin is doing, but it works really well.
Rest and rebuild.
And there we go, cleared. Crit chance, crit damage. Defense, of course. Of course we get garbage. Anyway, you guys get the idea. I'm not gonna play the rest. I can't be bothered right now. But that's pretty much it for all the games, actually. Yeah, that's Genshin Impact tested. That's every game tested. But yeah, there we go. We finished all 5 of my dailies on my iPad. The battery is now 74% after running all of that. We did run for an hour and 5 minutes to blast through all 5 of my gacha game dailies. And yes, there were a couple hiccups. You know, NIKKE servers did crash, but that's not the iPad's problem. For some reason, Zenless Zone Zero did have some stutters. I don't know why that is. I'm feeling it's probably a software issue. They probably just need to patch the game or update it or whatever, because that was exactly what happened with Wuthering Waves. It had the same issues, and then after the Camilla update, it was fine. Genshin Impact worked perfectly fine, as you guys saw, even in like the most chaotic situations with a lot of skills going off. It's fine. I guess Genshin Impact's just like super duper optimized because it had so many years to work on it, especially for iPhone and iOS devices in general. As for Honkai Star Rail, it's fine as well. So basically all the gacha games that I play work perfectly fine. You know, they're not exactly 60 FPS, but they're like 55 FPS on average-ish. And the only reason it happened was because like when like on Wuthering Waves, when you did like an ultimate move, that little cutscene would drop a couple frames. And then in Zenless Zone Zero, when I don't really know why Zenless Zone Zero lagged like that, but it just, there's like a little bit of stuttering here and there, but it's not gonna like make it unplayable. But if that does really bother you, you might need to, you might want to think about getting a different iPad, because again, this is slightly smaller, small form factor. And of course, the chipset over here is an A17 chip and not an M chip. I did have an iPad Air before. I think that was using an M1 chip and not the M2 chip. So it was like, you know, a couple years old. And that ran perfectly fine on the M1 chips. So I don't really know if it's the chipset issue or if it's the footprint size. With, you know, this being smaller, it's easier to overheat and stuff like that. But to be honest, for what I use it for, it's perfectly fine, because again, I never play all 5 of my gacha games back to back to back in quick succession like that, like what we did in today's video. Usually I log on, I turn on the iPad, I'll do dailies on like Honkai Star Rail, I'll close it, when I'm eating dinner, I'll open up a different game, so forth and so on. You know, I do it across the entirety of my day instead of like, oh, I'm gonna sit down and run all my dailies in one sitting. That never actually happens. So this was definitely a stress test for the iPad mini, and it still handled everything that I did relatively well. Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. Well, yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.